CT side, and SK with a lot of utility here into this pistol. What do they have up their sleeve?
Yeah, I'm actually quite interested to see where all of this utility is going to go. Fallen taking somewhat of the early aggression. And from the CT side, at least, we are looking at a fairly standard round in general. Just two players over towards that B side. A little bit of aggression coming out from Stewie. And then further back, Automatic just waiting in case they do go for the push. Still haven't expended any of that utility just yet. So it may actually be used just to clear some of the angles. It actually is. It's just going to push Stewie back, make sure that he can't get that opening pick, give Banana control over to SK, and also remove a lot of the information that Cloud9 are going to have.
Yeah, falling back passive now. It's just Automatic towards Coffin spotting. And Skadoodle's not looking like he's ready to rotate just yet, but he might be needed to. Cloud9 about to be met with 5 SK members walking their way up Banana. We have the smoke. We have the triple flashes to get them into this bomb site. More likely than not going to see that CT smoke going down from Fallen. And as a minute hits the clock, they're about to burst on through. Fur to lead the charge with Taco, of course, and Cloud9. They have absolutely no idea what's about to hit them. Such a lack of information. No one pushed down mid. Skadoodle already going to begin his rotation. Automatic needs to hit something. What's happened to Stewie? Something happened with his PC. He may have crashed. He's going to go down in the corner. Automatic, the only man to get damaged, but he's traded instantly. Cloud9, not looking good so far.
Either way, it is just going to come down to this retake. Skadoodle looking for the kill. He did have a kit, so if they can get rid of bolts, maybe they can retrieve it. It's all left on to Tarek, and he has managed to find a couple of kills. Fur is going to be the only man standing in his way. He has the time, and, well, it doesn't matter if Stewie goes, if you got Tarek still firing like he was just a week or so ago.
Yeah, major MVP, and MVP of this round as well. Basically playing that round as a 4v5, and they still pick it up. Great individual efforts from Tarek, and now SK, they're going to be left with not too much of an option into this round. They can go for light pistols, but unlikely we're going to see the full force coming into the second round, although I say that. AKs are bought up, and a scout as well on Fallen. Why not, Tom? Why not?
I like these sort of rounds, like juggling the AKs across. Of course, you do see a lot of SMGs being pulled in on maps like Inferno, just because you want that extra utility. So having the AK-47s, they do actually have more rifles than what we see on the CT side. So definitely potential to do a lot of damage. It does, of course, mean a couple of players are only going to have themselves pistols, and already that AK-47 player of bolts is tagged very, very low.
Yeah, I should swap that over, but look at Taco and Fern. Neither of them have armor, so it's a big risk. They're going to receive a lot of aim punch from that, but they do it anyway. Bolt's back on the pistol. And Fallen just trying to get a pop shot off down Banana, but we've already got Automatic push very aggressively. Luckily enough, we don't have utility on SK to flush him out of position. A Molotov would be great right now, but limited in the weaponry here. Despite Automatic being low, this position is still lethal with the MP9. But SK, they're not going to push just yet. They're still holding the bottom of ramp for the time being. Still looks like they want to commit towards B, because at this point, they're just waiting for the smokes of Cloud9 to run out so they can actually commit up here. If they were going for some kind of late round A play, they would surely have second mid or apps control by now. Still trying to commit towards B with these AKs, but Cloud9 aren't giving them an inch.
Yeah, this is where all that added utility really has just sort of locked SK out of this B site. The deep smoke's not allowing them to get anywhere near, although Fur is still going to be waking. You have to remember, he doesn't have any armor here, so those SMGs are just going to be like shredders. The second he goes around that corner, Cold, however, does manage to find the first, but Automatic is still waiting, and Fur hits the instant headshot. That's the B site completely open now. Rotation will be coming in. Skadoodle's trying to get his way forward. They don't have a smoke for the cross, or actually, sorry, they do. And it is going to be a rotation. Skadoodle will be the only man to try and stop them here.
Do have the kids to work with the damage done already. There's definitely potential for a retake, but that kill will surely solidify the round in SK's favor. Fur catches Skadoodle from the top of the coffins, and despite all the damage done by Cloud9 in that round, they get no kills. 200 damage split across all the players there, and they're going to have to save. M4 and UMP going into the next round. Expected force from Cloud9, really, but with no damage done to the SK economy, SK are going to be walking into the next round so happy. If they can keep 5 alive as well, make sure the AKs are taken forward, this is going to be a very good start to the first map for SK moving here.
Yeah, definitely did not expect that to go anywhere near as well as it did, especially with Fur just walking around the corner with no armor at all. And he ends up actually getting 2 kills with that AK. So, yeah, somewhat ludicrous. But then again, that is just sort of SK. That's SK. Just they can do things that many other teams can't. And we're going to see how much will actually be invested by Cloud9. They can juggle some pistols around, of course, on the players who do have weaponry saved, and they are just going to fully force and try and break straight back. However, it'll be interesting to see if Scar actually looks to try and save up any extra money, just in case they do lose the round. He can make sure he gets an AWP, but instead, he's going with the scout.
Well, we can have a scouter for Fallen at the very least. SK don't have their own AWP in play just yet. We are early. But early Molotov up towards Banana for Fallen. Going to look to take control, keep Cloud9 at bay. Don't let them get aggressive. As SK, they split up default across the map, trying to take the apps control as well, making sure they actually have enough map control to, go off the back of a pick. We've seen them just sitting outside of Banana the first couple of rounds, but they can't do that every time. Cloud9, no real information to work with right now. Forced out of Banana, forced up towards the back of the B site, again like the pistol round. With SK and apps as well, that creates a further problem because they can easily just split out of this boiler, run out through the apartments, and get in the face of Cloud9, who really aren't well equipped to deal with this.
Bomb. It's just going to be left, peek out, Fallen looking to try and find an early pick, but still nothing to be had. And again, it seems like Cloud9 have just invested in that extra utility just to make sure that they can make this painful for SK, just slow things right down. However, again, out of probably any team in the world, SK playing with a small amount of seconds is really not that much of a problem for them. They leave it down to the last 10 fairly often, especially in their Inferno play. So I don't think they're going to be too worried about this situation. Looking to try and take those pushes into mid. Skadoodle, remember, doesn't have any armor, but he does still kill off Fallen and can make his way back towards the site. And
he spotted the bomb with that as well, so it'll be interesting to see if Cloud9 bait a rotation over. Instead, they commit with 2 still in B and towards the back of the site as well. SK 20 seconds left. You called it right, Tom. They're going to push for the last possible second remaining. Tarek's already begun his rotation in the CT spawn, and Stewie's going to get aggressive, maybe a bit too ballsy. Coldzera catches him off guard, and Automatic, he may be able to stop the bomb plant here. They don't know he's at the back of the site. 1 kill for him. Make it 2. Automatic, he's going to make this round doable. There's no time left. Coldzera can trade, but it's not enough. And Cloud9, they're going to pick up the force.
Just Automatic sat at the back of the site, just putting enough fear into the hearts of SK that they don't manage to get the bomb down. They do, however, keep themselves 2 rifles, and they can actually buy up a little bit more as well. So I expect to see SK just forcing straight back at them, and neither team so far have been able to build up any real level of economy. And in fact, SK may go into this round with more than their opponents, which is definitely a little bit worrying considering that they won the round. Again, yeah, it's going to be a Mag 7, couple of SMGs, a scout, and 1 rifle, which definitely isn't ideal when you look at the other side and there's still 4 rifles on the board and a huge chance for SK to now reset them once again.
That's a big issue with the CT side. You need to be taking at least 3 players alive every single round. It's so expensive to buy. Molotovs are more, you need to get the kits, and M4s are more than AKs. Such an issue for Cloud9 and SK trying to keep their economy at bay early on with these constant force buys. However, it may come back to haunt them as well. Eventually, one team will lose 2 rounds in a row, and that's when we're going to have to start seeing ecos. And after that, eventually, AWPs will be coming into play. But until that point, it's just force buy wars. Tarek close in the apartments. Taco to just make a bit of presence, but falls back.
Yeah, again, SK very happy to just try and bait out as much of this utility as they can. They will know that, again, Cloud9, they are favoring the utility over the rifles, over the weaponry, but this time it seems like they may be looking to push a little bit early, but again, there's a smoke just to deny anything. Both teams actually not taking a single scratch of damage through all of those bullets flying through the smoke. I'm not really sure how that's happened. Automatic is boosted up as well. Although, if he does throw a nade down, of course, the likelihood is SK will be working out that he is there. Still 25 seconds left on the clock, and they are throwing some utility over towards this A side. I think this is just an attempt to try and bait out some rotations, and it works. Skadoodle is going to be pushing in the wrong direction, but a late Molotov. 15 seconds left on the clock, and SK, again, they're going to have to try and do it with 10. They're sort of being caught out here. Close up will be Automatic, spraying things down. Stewie does even more damage, but they've got onto the site. The cross is going to be blocked, and that's it. The round is done again. The bomb is dropped, and SK have lost off time.
twice in a row as well for SK. You can see exactly what they're trying to do. The main issue with that round is Skadoodle had pre-rotated down towards B. Now, typically, if Skadoodle was already on A and they had the AAA set up on Cloud9, that push-up short for SK with Taco may have rotated a second player from Cloud9 to the A site, meaning that surely SK take B, but because of the early pre-rotation from Skadoodle, all it meant was SK is still walking into Cloud9, who have 2 players on the site and a perfect crossfire. So kind of played themselves there, but they're still going to force up despite Cloud9 taking a couple. We've got a Deagle, we've got a couple of AKs or a couple of rifles at the very least, and the Scout's still on Fallen. Early damage done to Skadoodle on the cross, but it's not going to be too much to write home about. As SK like to take banana control again, it's bolts up towards the wood. The Molly went down there earlier, and they may actually think it's cleared as a result. He just survived in the corner. He'll peek. There's a kill. Automatic trades, but that's dangerous.
Yeah, and also all of these trades are going to be valuable for SK, considering that was only a pistol, but Rush already turns things back. Another for automatic. He goes aggressive. Cold will be able to find one. That actually leaves the B site completely open. Of course, T side do not know that, and I think Firm may have actually heard some rotations off. This will leave Tarek actually alone over towards A. They're going to switch things up and look to hit towards the other side of the map. He's only got a mag 7. Now, obviously, the angle he's holding, it's not bad, but if they look to wrap around, he may be in real trouble, and Cold is going to catch him as well. This is just perfect first position. So aggressive will spot out another rotating, and this leaves just Rush left. And he was going in completely the wrong direction, but he's actually going to get the flank on Fur. This is even better. They expected somebody to be on A, and now Cold's gone towards B. I don't even know what's going on, and I have the map.
Flanks upon flanks. Bomb will go down, and Rush has got to rotate the long way round. The issue is he's got to clear out the A site first. Does he know it's B? Yeah, okay. He would have heard the plant, so at least going to make the assumption. Runs back around, and he has a full set of utility realistically, but it's going to take so long to rotate back up towards a B site. He's still got to move quickly. Kit will at least cut the defuse time in half, but Cold Zero has a great off angle here, holding towards the CT spawn, but covered from the banana. Very unlikely Rush is going to expect this position, although it's all down to where the Cold sticks it. Rush is going to move on through. Molotov in the dark position, spots Cold Zero on the pillar, just has to play the time. Smoke misses the bomb, but Rush lands a shot anyway, and he'll have plenty of time for that defuse. That's going to be Cloud9 with another round on the board.
God, I think just everybody ended up very, very confused by that round. I think Fur must have assumed that there was going to be another person within the A site and then gets absolutely ruined because of that. And then obviously Rush just managing to retake that. There was a 1v2 in the end, so Cloud9, they are going to win another one, and SK are just going to continue to force. They've only had one player alive over on the CT side, so there is still a massive chance for a reset, but it's finally happened where Cloud9 have actually got 5 rifles of their own, which is quite nice.
The issue is with this is that this is just going to dig a deep hole for SK if they don't eventually pick one up, and even if they do, it just leaves them susceptible to reset again. Very, very, very dangerous territory to be in if you are SK, but again, you can't really count them out. Even of these rounds, Deagle and Taco's hands, everyone else rifled up apart from Fur, and deep in the apartments already. Taco looks to find a pick on this A-bomb site. Tarek, other side of the box, got to be careful. It's a rush through mid from Fallen, going to take down Skadoodle, so a quick entry. And Taco, he should play off the back of this. He needs to split out the apartments and create an issue, because Automatic's already traded onto Cold Zero. Tarek pushing from the site, and Taco needs to jump in from behind right now. He's not going to be able to. Everyone's getting mowed down. Finally, Taco drops, but is it too late?
Bomb has already been spotted. He will retrieve an AK, peeks out, spots Automatic. If he can win this duel, then that actually leaves an opening towards B. Instead, he's going to look back towards the site, get them that bomb plant. Of course, the loss bonus has started to build up for SK. So that is going to be beneficial, but the round is not going their way. Stewie quickly dispatches of the remaining member of SK, and it is going to be another round on the board.
The question is, do they force again?
I think they may do, actually.
They've done a lot of damage. 3 kills, right? Bomb plant 3 kills. I guess Cloud9's economy isn't going to be in the greatest spots right now, but the thing is, SK have been buying, when they have Cloud9 keep 5 alive.
They didn't even think about it. They went straight for the buy.
Look at this, 3,800. You're literally getting bare bones. You're getting an AK and armor with no utility. This is... See, it's hard to argue because it's SK and you know what they're capable of, but they're not putting up the rounds.
It's not even that. It's only the only reason they're continuing to do this is because they're keeping Cloud9 so low. Like, the fact is, I think the most money that is currently on C9 is $1,700. So if they win this round, then they do get the reset, and that's what's the value of it, because then they get a couple of rounds for free. They can build up their own economy. And also, the fact is, the next round, they're going to have even more money if they can get a bomb plant, because they will have max loss bonus. So it's worth it for that fact, but they are just continually giving more and more rounds over to Cloud9, who eventually they will just build up a big enough lead. And I think the one thing I really want to give props to Cloud9 for, their ability so far to just save utility for the very end of the rounds just seem to be playing into their hands so well. We've seen Rush obviously with the Molotov when he clutched. We saw Automatic when there was about 15 seconds left also doing the same thing. A Molotov saved right till the very end. We've seen late smokes. It seems like Cloud9 just know exactly what they're playing against. SK, you want to play slow? Fine, you play slow. We're going to hold on to all of our utility. And look, a minute left on the clock, they still have 4 incendiaries.
And quite the opposite story for SK. 2 smokes left, and they're going to be using them towards the B site, it seems. Coffins and CT respectively, but that means they throw those smokes out, Cloud9 counter with mollies, and that completely negates SK smokes. They can't fake. Unless they throw one CT smoke as a fake and then throw another, it just means they're only going to have one for the real execute. This could be an issue, and another Molotov will delay them just a little bit longer, but we've still got 3 in play for Cloud9. This is actually fantastic. Smokes to be set up, though. SK are just going to push right on through, not going for the back banana smoke. They want to be fast, and Stewie faster on the trigger. Fast shot to Fur as he takes the head, but Bolt is going to trade onto the coffin. Stewie from the back box position, still putting up more kills, and drops the bomb with only 20 seconds left. SK again leaving it to the last second.
And then all that extra utility slows them down even more. Skadoodle is here. The rest of Cloud9 have just got towards the site. It's down to just coldzera. He's got no time anyway. And Tarek will be there to finish things off. So far, Cloud9 definitely seem like they've got the number of SK Gaming. And again, this time, okay, SK actually do go a little bit earlier than before. They try and negate the Molotovs just by basically going, okay, we're not even going to really throw the nades. We're just going to try and run in. But then you still have to match up against Cloud9. Someone like Stewie just in the corner with an AK. He can still pop your head. It's not like just the nades are what winning Cloud9 rounds at this point.
And again, you've got to constantly be thinking, are SK just losing because Cloud9 are outplaying them, or is it solely down to this economy? How much are they going to put up with rifles? And I think we're going to see soon, because they've gone for the half buy. CZs and armor, obviously max loss bonus at this point, so we're going to have an AWP in play next round, and that's what we're waiting for. We've not seen an AWP so far this map, and we're 8 rounds in. Cloud9 expecting this as well. They can see SK are going to be only half buying this round, so we may see an AWP on Skadoodle as well. You know, under the expectation that Fallen will pull his own in.
Well, the only other thing is someone from Cloud9 would have to die for that to happen. Otherwise, there's not really any reason for them to get rid of. But there you go. Taco with the Deagle. He's at least going to get them 1, so maybe there is the potential. And actually, Bolts will do a little bit more damage. Still not had too many clean rounds from Cloud9. That is another thing that's worth saying. So their money definitely isn't golden by any stretch. But by the looks of things, yeah, we're not even going to have one on SK's side either. Cold could buy one and not have head armor. But no, not going to do it. They'll just get all of that utility. Now we can start seeing some of the setups from SK. And yeah, Cloud9 still, they've only got 2.6k in the bank. They haven't yet built up any economy themselves. So there's still a good chance for the Brazilians to actually get back into this.
I mean, Stewie dropped over an M4 when he could have dropped over an AWP that round. So I think it's just a case of Cloud9 saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. We don't need an AWP. We're 7-1 up. And it's very interesting to see in front of a map where you see a hell of a lot of AWPing as well. So it's a bit of a change of pace so far this matchup. But SK already lost some health in Banana. Good utility usage again from Cloud9, but they still have plenty left. It's not the same for SK. At least they have the smokes held on to, but in terms of flashbangs, they've only got 2 across the 5 players. Already fast up Banana, and the bomb's close. It's going to be a pop flash for Stewie and a quick kill, exactly what he's known for. Perfect. As the smoke goes down as well, it gives him complete access to the bomb. The Molotov will force him back, but he can still see it. SK are going to be hard fought to pick that one up and still back off alive.
And I wonder if they may think that it is actually covered off a little bit more than that smoke Hatchie suggests. Now they're going to continue the push. Cloud9 just sheer aggression as they overwhelm SK. Another round surely going their way unless Taco and Fur can pull off something ridiculous. And with Cloud9 in complete control of the bomb, another flank coming in from Rush as well on the remaining players in middle. Automatic, however, does actually overface a little bit, giving a bit of an opening here, but all that is left is Fur. A lot of work to do, and in comes Rush. Never mind. He doesn't even get there in time. Skadoodle closes it before he can. 2 players survive. They can buy again, and yep, they will. SK just continuing this force buy run.
See, like, it tilts me, but you know, at any point in time, SK could win this one round, and then suddenly Cloud9 have no money. All it takes is SK to win one of these force buys for Cloud9 to be back down to their own force or eco, depending on how they approach it. Finally, we see the AWP for Skadoodle. That'll be a nice change of pace, but they've got nothing to counter it on the side of SK. They've got to be careful here. Aggression down mid from Cloud9, flexing their muscles as they did in the previous round. Tarek's already pushed, and I don't think they know. They will catch him from the second mid position, but Fur almost whiffs the shot. Luckily does get taken down, Tarek, sorry, and Fallen also follows up. It's trades from Stewie, but finally SK have the man advantage twofold.
Yeah, Rush is going to have to be the anchor on this site. Up in the apartments, going to smoke off just to try and stop anybody pushing from behind, left completely blind, and his position is completely known by the T side, leaving just Stewie left. And well, now you do look at that money, it's finally happened, and it actually comes off the back of just aggression from Cloud9. They get punished, and SK will be taking themselves a second round on the board. And well, the question is now, do Cloud9 actually force into the next one, or do they just take themselves an eco? They've got a nice lead. It'll be 8-2 up.
The only issue is, right, it's 1,400 loss bonus, so considering half these players don't even have money in the bank, 1,400, you know, if they double eco this, 1,400, 1,900, that's not enough to fully buy, right?
That's true.
Luckily, we have a couple of players on $1,000, $2,000, so you could easily justify just a double full eco. But I think, honestly, instead of running 2 USP rounds, Cloud9 would rather force one and then run a USP round and then buy up next time. Force around this one rifle and buy in 3 rounds' time. We'll see, though.
Yeah, well, especially considering that SK right now are going to be a little bit lower on money themselves. Now, they do have 4 players surviving. I'm pretty sure that's more than Cloud9 have managed to do that all the way through. And they're 8-2 up at the moment. Obviously, at the end of the day, if Cloud9 win this game, I don't think they're going to care how they win it. But it will help them in terms of actually getting back into this one. Automatic with a trusty MP9, a personal favourite. So we'll see how much damage he can do with that. And they do still have a decent amount of utility, considering that this is just a force buy. However, we do now have this man on the AWP, especially towards middle. Fallen is deadly with getting these openings, but actually Taco's going to be the first one to take the peek.
I like that Skadoodle looking at the ground when he peeks just to offset his head hitbox so he can't get shot. He knows he's not going to go for a shot with a CZ at that kind of range, so instead he just negates the fact that SK, or makes it so SK can't hit his head as easily. Either way, it won't cause too much. He'll already be forced back off the angle and move back towards Library. Taco's going to look to try and take long control with a close smoke, allowing him to wrap Arch, or at least to put fear in the mind of Cloud9 so that SK can wrap Arch, and so Skadoodle will push up aggressively. Got to be very careful on the edge of the smoke as Taco, patient as ever, waits for this push. And Automatic rotates in as well with the MP9, so we have 2 players up towards long ready to fight the wrath of SK, but there's plenty of Brazilians here too. Taco spray, but he won't go down. He's still low though, and Automatic cleans up the kill. Both frags with the MP9, and Cloud9 on an eco or a force bite have a man advantage.
40 seconds left. Coldzera actually going to go peeking with the bomb, and he will lose it. Bolts is looking to try and get that trade back, will retrieve it, and finally manages to get the kill. It is still going to be an advantage for SK, but Rush, his position could be one to catch them. Now, he was here in the previous round, so you should sort of expect him to be over towards this A site. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock. The rotation is already coming in, but there goes Rush. He pounces, he finds Bolts, and leaves it all onto Fallen. The time is ticking away, and now Stewie's even coming in back around the corner as well. The smoke not really covering him off. Surely at this point, Fallen is dead, and that will be another round win for Cloud9.
I love that from Rush, though. He drops out the apps, and instead of taking the fight, he just makes the footsteps of him falling and runs back towards short. Fallen gets off the bomb, and instead of checking long, he looks towards short to try and catch Rush, who he assumes is chasing him. And Stewie just pounces from behind when he's looking the wrong way. Great work from Cloud9, good communication, and a force by 1. SK, they've been forcing all game. They finally get control of the economy, and they still lose to an MP9 of Automatic.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not really sure. Like, even though it was a 4 versus 3, like Coldzera peeking with the bomb round to Arch just handed it to Cloud9. They instantly were able to just rotate extra players over. Stewie moves away from the B site. He was the only rifle player. And then obviously Rush, all he did was really play on that clock once again, and Fallen has to sort of rush his position. And these slower rounds really have been painful for SK, as it does just seem that Cloud9 are aware of it.
But a quick kill either way. Cloud9 opening things up. Fallen dead up in the banana. And Taco, he's tagged up in the meantime as well. SK already losing a lot of health. Skadoodle doesn't even need the AWP, just whips out the USP and slaps Taco Two-man advantage already for Cloud9, and while they're down in utility, that's it. They've got everything else in their favor. They're barely tagged. They've got all the weapons intact. And SK, they have no map control at all. Smoke going to go out towards long, allows them to push up through mid, but Skadoodle, he's just going to wrap on around. And SK, they've barely committed as well. They've still got bolts up towards B. The bomb's already dropped back through mid. And SK, they're just playing desperate here. They're looking for a pick. If they're given a kill, they'll commit to a site. But at this point, it just doesn't seem like they have an actual game plan this round.
Far is going to be the man to take the majority of the aggression, somewhat trying to sell a fake, and they will actually start rotating Automatic away, so that means that Bolts has a chance, actually finds the opening, looks towards Automatic, but loses the battle instead. coldzera, he's into that 1 versus 4, he challenges Automatic 2, and both will lose. 10-2. Another position where SK just don't have the money to invest into this round, and that's pretty much been the story of this half.
I mean, you say they don't have the money. They always have the money, Tom. They buy every round, but no, this should be an exception. This should be the eco. They've got loss. They've got the bonus. They can just wait and buy it fully.
Even a Deagle seems a bit much. Like 1,300 plus the loss bonus is not going to be enough for a buy in the
Honestly,
next round.
The craziest thing about this is throughout all these forces from SK, whenever you see games like this, especially on a map like Inferno, where this is really common for teams to just continually buy it because they know they can keep the CT economy low and get rid of utility. I've never seen a CT team be so dominant at actually shutting down every single force buy. Cloud9 have been so effective at it. They've only lost 1 round to the force buys from SK and instantly came back with a force of their own. But that's a previous round. This is a new one. It's a burst out of Apartments, just a mow down for Rush. 3 kills, Tarek in with the assist, and he'll finish off with 2 kills. What a round for Cloud9. No issue at all.
Yeah, finally they get a clean one. And that's the worst thing about it for SK is, well, even now it doesn't matter about any sort of reset because we are so close to the end of the half. Cloud9, no matter what happens, they are going to be buying into the next round. But yeah, it basically just means that whatever they want, if they did lose this round, they'll be able to buy for the final one. An 11-2 position now for Cloud9. They are looking like they're just outclassing SK at the moment.
Yeah, well, they've done so before on this map just a week prior, and they're doing it again, but in a very different style. Aggression from Tarek. We've seen this before. He got caught from Fur last time, but this time he's going in even further. Bolt's dead. No trade from the player in the underpass, but it's going to be Flank coming in from Stewie to follow up with 2 kills. Taco trades, and he may have the A bomb site, but he doesn't have the bomb. It's stuck in middle. Both players from Cloud9 moving back away from it as well, and if we can see Tarek get out of position here so he's not committed to the 1v1, and Taco's left with literally no information on the remaining positions of the Cloud9 players.
I love that. I love that change of pace. Let's see if they can close it out. Of course they can. Automatic closing down Taco. And that's just...
They don't even take the AWP.
I just love that. Just the complete change of pace from Cloud9. They've thrown it in once before. It didn't work out. Don't shy away from doing it again. Straight down middle, of course. SK have been so used to Cloud9 being very passive, waiting for all the nades, like throwing down their smokes to just slow down these rounds. Instead, this time, straight down mid, catch them off guard. Any strategy the Brazilians had in that situation, straight out of the window. And you look at the final round by, this pretty much just defines the half in general, not having money all the way through.
Honestly, are we seeing SK or Envious here? Every round, they have had to force. Well, obviously, this is an exception. It's the last of the half, but SK, man, this is a new SK here, or maybe a new Cloud9. Falling towards the bottom of Banana. It's Cloud9 getting aggressive again, as usual. Smoke is down. He's got to get a bit of gap on the edge of it, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be favorable for Stewie. M4 is better than the CZ. And Rush posted as well in the pit. Knows Taco's in Apartments. SK giving away the play, and Automatic's already just run down mid and mowed down the entirety of the Brazilian side. Taco is all that stands now between Cloud9 and 13 rounds, and frankly, I don't think that's too much of a resistance so far this map.
Yeah, unbelievable. They just style it out in the last couple, and Cloud9 have been utterly dominant. Said it at the beginning, like in terms of like prior results, Inferno definitely hasn't been one of the strongest maps for SK Gaming, but I never expected Cloud9 to be this dominant. This is incredible. 13-2 CT half. They win the pistol, they win the game, and, well, SK, the comeback kings, let's see if they can do it here. Maybe
a bit too much to ask, but we'll see. They're moving over to the CT side after all. Hopefully they can get a kickstart to their economy. I think the pistol is pretty much, a necessity at this point, Tom. It's Cloud9 Deagle on Stewie, armor on everyone else, and there's the Deagle. Taco already dead in middle, just running up. Cloud9 are not going to stop the pace. Bolts, he's going to have to stop it for them. Dink to 9 HP, falls back, and Stewie follows up. He's looking for every kill here with a Deagle. They're going to start to wrap the A bomb site, and with only one player on the balcony, Cold0, he's got a huge bite to take, but he'll just take a shot to the face. Already SK left with 2 men up.
Yeah, this is just sheer confidence play coming out from Cloud9. Stewie.
Oh my god.
That final shot, 4 kills with the Deagle. Well, he more than paid for that weapon. And yeah, 14-2. There's no choice from SK but to just force this round. And yeah, I don't even think they're going to get a CT side. They have to win this round if they want to even get a bye.
We had a 16-1 earlier between, like, I think a Swole Patrol and French Canadians. And I said, oh, that will probably be the most dominant game of this event. I didn't think the second most dominant game of this event would be Cloud9 SK, I've got to say. But this is not looking good for the Brazilians here. They're going to have to pick up a crazy force buy round. And as we already know, them and force buy so far this map haven't seemed to be working out too much. Cloud9 equipped very well, armed to the teeth with AKs and plenty of utility to commit to a late round site. That nade will just seal the deal for Fur. He's down to 17. Not a good start at all.
Yeah, no, the things just definitely don't seem to be going the way of SK in this already. We'll lose Taco again. First person to die both rounds on the CT side so far. But still Cloud9 not rushing things, playing nice and patient, waiting over towards the banana. You throw a bit of utility over towards that B site, but no rotations will be coming in from SK. Of course, they do know that this could be a fake. Unfortunately for them, it is not. Fallen is going to have to hit some 1-digs here, and the Molotovs are going to be looking to clear things out. And already Stewie just ends his life, and a second as well. And that is the B site completely under the control. Stewie's just had enough. I talk about being patient. His patience has gone. He wants this game done, takes down Bolts, and all that is left is the mighty Cold0, but well, it's more like Mighty Mouse in this situation. It's just things have not been going their way this game.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen, it seems. What a round from Stewie. That first shot onto Fallen, complete pre-fire. There's no way Fallen could have even reacted to that one. Ridiculous stuff. 15-2, SK back with $1,900 and a vengeance, but maybe not too much potential. Lots of utility on Cloud9 again. SK only 1 smoke across the team. This is quite dire, I've got to say, Tom.
Yeah, they've got the digs. That's about it, really. A few flashbangs. Maybe they can set each other up to at least try and get some openings, but no, this has been absolutely ludicrous. I can't say I saw this coming. Even with when we saw them without their full roster, they did better than this. So yeah. I don't know what to say. It's just one of those days, I guess. They're best of one. Things can go wrong. Do still expect them, of course, to get out of the groups. But well, maybe a few other teams are going to be thinking, you know what? I fancy him now.
Potential for upset, right?
A little bit different when you are playing against the guys who just won the major. But let's give some of the other teams. Maybe Swole Patrol will be able to take them down.
You never know. Freaky freak. Well, dig up for Bolts. He gets damaged, but Stewie will actually kill him through his own teammate. So that works. Cold0 with a Deagle himself, and he gets 1. Taco to support, but it is a double trade from Skadoodle with a UMP. That should seal the deal, surely, for Cloud9. Bomb can go down on the site. SMG's upgraded to AK-47s, and Fallen and Fur left to retake this bomb site. Literally nothing in their favor here. Fallen caught out in mid, does get 1. And that gives him an AK to pick up as well, but he's so low. It's going to come down to Fur hitting this shot onto Rush on the bomb site, but I don't think he's even seen him there. He ducks, and Rush, he just needs to stay alive. Doesn't need to commit to this fight. He's got the cross health from Skadoodle in the graveyard, but he gets blinded by his own team flash. Everything going on. It's crazy right now, but Rush will seal the deal, and Skadoodle closes the round. Cloud9, 16-2. What a ridiculous round, and what a ridiculous game.
I don't even know what to say after that. That was just absolute domination from Cloud9. They came out